Hello, welcome to White Birch Tarot. This reading is for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, April 22nd and 23rd. I did not post on the new moon. I was exhausted. I was really anxious. I'm glad it's over. I don't know what that was all about. I don't know how you guys felt, but I didn't particularly like it. And so today we have, I think, did I bring this in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 celestial bodies in Taurus. And I think that has calmed me down. I like the feeling. I don't know how you guys feel. But the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Uranus, and the North Nodes are all in Taurus, which is an earth sign. And it's, let me see, it's a fixed earth sign. So it's extremely earthy and stable and, you know, sometimes hard to budge. But to me, it feels very calming. And I'm liking it so far. I feel more calm than I have in several days. I feel like there was a big build up to that new moon. And anyway, I'm just going to read one quote. I don't know who this person is, but I just copied this down from someplace I read it. His name is William Sebrans, maybe Sebrans. And he's got a couple quotes here. I won't read them both because one is long, but I think this is really profound. He said, "Nearly every arising phenomenon in life has a continuum of possible expression, from dark shadow to mundane to exalted." That's really profound. And I have mentioned before, if you've listened to me, the astrologer and psychologist and historian Liz Green, and Green has an E on the end of it. She's brilliant. Check her out. She said that when she was talking about, you know, why two people can have an identical birth chart and express it differently. And she said it depends on the level of consciousness. The same energy can be expressed in different ways. And that's what this guy is saying. It doesn't matter, you know, it's not the phenomenon that matters. It's how you express it. So that's where our free will is involved, I think. Anyway, okay, so I've pulled the cards already. These are the Rider-Waite. We're going old school. And last time I really liked the Celtic Cross that I did, which is how I used to read cards long ago. And then I haven't been, but I liked it. It kind of helped me, give me a structure. So I did it again tonight. So I'm going to start with the first card I pulled, which is, this card represents us. And we get the 6 of Pentacles. And this is either you're the giver, you're being very generous to someone, which is positive, or someone is giving to you and you're receiving. Either way, it's positive. It's about flow. It's about giving and receiving. Something of substance, something real, not just an idea, but actual help, which makes sense since we're in, you know, Taurus energy. I'm not surprised there's a pentacle that comes out. And then this is the card that crosses us. This is our challenge. And this, we got the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups represents a brand new feeling, a brand new emotional, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of an expression, but also kind of a viewpoint. It's kind of like you're trying on, think about trying on a pair of glasses, and maybe each pair is a different color, and you've just tried on a new feeling for the first time, and you're kind of seeing how, you know, do I like this feeling? Maybe you're trying to be more positive, or you're trying to be more whatever. It's a very delicate emotion, but this is our challenge right now. And so if it's a negative emotion, of course, you want to get rid of it. If it's a positive emotion, and I'm thinking it is from the rest of the reading, you want to nurture it. Okay, and then what are we coming out of? What's behind us? Strength. This doesn't mean that we're losing our strength. It just means that the strength that we have shown in the past has brought us to this position. This is how we got here. This fed us and allowed us to be where we are now. So even if you're in a position that doesn't feel really good right now, maybe it's not quite as bad as you think. Maybe you're supposed to be here because your strength brought you here. So if you had strength in the past, you know, don't fear. You can have strength again. And the only thing I don't like about this, I have to keep reaching across the camera. But I guess I could go around the other side. Then this is what's directly in front of us, like coming up shortly. And we get the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay, that doesn't always mean bad luck. It just means that things are going to change. Your luck is going to change. So if you've been feeling extremely unlucky lately, you might start feeling lucky. If you've been feeling lucky, you might start feeling unlucky. And this is interesting because this has the 4 fixed signs around it. There's Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Those are the 4 fixed signs. I don't know why they're on the Wheel of Fortune. Let me think. Why would they be? Does anybody know? Let me know. I don't know. This is in the reverse. Okay, so, you know, the energy might be feeling a little tricky right now. You might be like, what happened? What just happened? Or as my husband used to say, when the birds would look around and hear a noise, he'd always say, well, they're saying, what took place? I don't know why that was funny to me, but it was. Okay, this is what the whole foundation is based on. And we get the 4 of Cups, which is emotional dissatisfaction. So something is missing. You feel lonely, you feel dissatisfied, you feel bored, you feel depressed, and this is leading you to do something about it. So this is the basis for whatever we're doing right now. We're not feeling emotionally satisfied. So it's led us to do whatever it is that we're doing, which looks like, you know, giving, having a new emotion. We are crowned by the 10 of Cups, which is an awesome card. I mean, this is the cup of true emotional fulfillment. This is actually hovering over us right now and giving us strength. So this can be hope. This can be hope for the future. You may actually have a plan in mind or a dream. And maybe for the first time in a long time, you're starting to think that it could actually come true. This is really good energy to have over us. I'm going to try to reach around this way so I don't go in front of the camera. Okay. And then this is another card, which is another significator of us. We have 2 cards in the Celtic cross that signify us. The first card, and then this card. This is how we feel. And so right now, the 5 of Pentacles, we could be feeling kind of, it's funny because these 2 are opposites. Okay, again, this happened last time. It's like the 2 cards that indicate us. One is we feel like we're being given to and helped, or we're helping others. And then the second card is we're out in the snow all alone and no one's helping us. But there's a church right there they could go into, but they're choosing not to. So last time it kind of got cleared up with the Oracle card. So let's see if it does this time, because honestly, that's like 2 different, you know, maybe we feel blessed in some ways and not in others. I don't know. I'm trying to stay away from the camera. Okay, and this is our environment. This is the people around us. So here comes some information. Here comes some messages coming in suddenly. So someone that you've been waiting to hear from, or someone that you've been needing to have a talk with, finally contacts you, or some information that you've been looking for, that you've been needing. Now it's going to do that focusing thing, so I'm going to move. Okay, it's finally coming in, and it's going to come in suddenly, maybe unexpected, and you're like, oh, finally, I've been waiting for this person for ages. Okay, there's that. Then we have the card that represents our hopes and fears. And what we fear is that if this person contacts us, or if we talk to this person, we're afraid that either we or the other party are going to get angry, that there's going to be a disagreement. We're not going to be on the same page. There could be some strife involved, and even some fighting, some arguing. And that's our fear. I'm going to say it's not our hope, because who would hope for that? Don't think so. Although you could be hoping that you're defending yourself well, but it looks to me more like a fear that you're afraid they're not going to agree with you. Okay, and then this is the final outcome. And again, when I say final, I don't mean forever. I just mean in this situation. And it's the Queen of Cups in reverse. I would prefer it if she were in the upright, actually. Because the Queen of Cups she's the queen of the emotions. And when she's in the upright, she's kind of got it all together emotionally. She's in control of her emotions, and she's manifested something with them. But when she's in the reverse, she can be lost in her emotions. So that's really interesting, because both of our, okay, so our outcome card is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which can be kind of tricky, like, whoops, you know, something just changed on me. The final outcome is kind of tricky because we're in unconscious emotional energy. And then the overarching energy is also emotional, but it's happy. I wonder if I could pull some clarifiers on here. Let's try a couple of, I'm almost tempted to draw some archetype cards, but they can be really tricky. You know what, though? I feel like it. No, I'm going to draw the oracle cards. Next time I'm going to play with the archetype cards, because I haven't for a while. And when I say play, I don't mean that in a pejorative sense. I'm just saying, you know. Okay, this makes no sense whatsoever. Thank you very much. Time for a nap. Really? Well, the situation is based on doing nothing, feeling nothing. And we do have some very fresh energy that needs to be nurtured. So I don't see a lot of rushing around here. Actually, it's a very stable, except for the Knight of Swords, which is other people contacting us. It's not us, it's other people. So maybe that's what the Queen of Cups is telling us. Just kind of chill and wait. There's a lot of Taurian energy, as I said, and Taurus is not a very, like, speedy sign, you know. It's the bull. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of like a rock. Once you try to change a Taurian's mind and see what happens. Person who has a lot of Taurus in their chart, see what happens. You can't budge them. Then we get peace. Okay. You know what? Okay, so we're starting out, this is the basis of our reading, is emotional dissatisfaction. And then there's a change. So perhaps the change is bringing in what's above us, is finally some happiness and some peace. And maybe that's the emerging emotion that's so delicate that we need to nurture. Okay. Well, that's not real exciting, but I could use some peace. And I do, like I said, I do feel more peaceful than I have in a long time. But there's something in here about having a communication with someone. And there's something about your fortunes changing. And there's something about either receiving a gift or giving a gift. And it's because you've come out of a position of strength. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to reap this reward or nurture this emotion. So we're going to have peace and time for a nap. Okay, so I'm going to draw an animal spirit card. Sandpiper spirit, be playful. Be playful. I don't see a lot of playful energy here. Let me, okay, I'm going for it. We're going to be bold. I'm going to draw one archetype card just because I feel like I need and again, this is not probably going to no. Sorry to be so indecisive today. No, I'm going to draw a fairy card. Because if we get into the archetypes, oh my goodness, that's a whole thing in itself. Okay, give me one fairy card that can kind of go along with this to tell us, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. It's the hope. It's the hope. We're finally, this is the fairy of despair, and that's the fairy of hope. Okay, we're finally, after all of our emotional dissatisfaction, our, pardon me, reach around the camera here, our loneliness, our trudging through the snow, after all of that, things are going to change, and we are finally going to feel like there's some hope coming up. I think that's what this is trying to tell us. I'm glad I drew the fairies. The hope. Okay. Okay. So you don't really need to do a lot. You need to rest and take care of yourself. And Taurus is all about taking care of the body. And the only one I guess that kind of stumps me just a tad is this upside down Queen of Cups. Not quite sure. Well, we just got the hope, but you know what? I'm probably pushing my luck here. Aha. I wanted to clarify the Queen of Cups. It's the dreaming. It's the dreaming. So that's why this is not about being in control of your emotions. It's about dreaming. It's about going to that place inside you where you allow yourself to just imagine whatever you want. Let your imagination go wild and dream. This is a time for dreaming more than doing. But you know what? It looks like there's a possibility that what you dream may come, because things are going to change. So, okay, interesting. Let me know in the comments if this makes sense, or if you get some information. I would love to know how this turns out. It's an interesting reading. Okay. Blessings to everybody. Thanks for listening. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons, and I will talk to you in a couple of days. Thank you. Good night.